Hey, does this involve drinking beer?
Nice crunch.
And dogs.
My name is Scott, and my friend over here is Kaylin, and this dog is still Stanislaus, sitting here. We're the beer dogs, all three of us.
Yes.
He's more of a dog than Kaylin or
I don't know. I feel like I'm quite a dog.
I. I've been called worse. Well, anyway, this is the last beer of the fourth six pack. This is the sixth beer we're doing. And this is all the way from Bedford in the United Kingdom, UK. This is Young's Double Chocolate Stout, kind of like a dessert. At least that's the way I'm anticipating it to be. I don't know. I've never had Young's Double Chocolate Stout.
I have
give
not,
it a try tonight.
but this six-pack has been so good that it definitely needs a dessert.
Oh, did you hear that?
Oh, does that have one of those carbonation devices?
It does,
inside?
and it makes noise. It makes noise like a squeezed weasel.
Am I right in understanding that Guinness was the first people to use that technology?
I don't know if they were the first, but I know Guinness does employ this. They employ this technology.
I'm gonna give a little preview here. Wait till you see the color of this. He's pouring them now.
Okay.
Double chocolate stout.
I think I've done this. All right.
Perfect.
Dessert time.
Look at those. Mmm. Creamy.
It's like
Watch
chocolate
it.
milk.
And watch it. You can see it separating. And
Oh yeah, look at that.
this might be one of the most beautifully poured beers I've ever had.
Why? Thank you. So do we have to wait for it, or can we start imbibing?
I don't know what imbibing means. Does that mean drinking beer?
Yes, it does.
Then I'd say we drink.
Ooh, chocolate. Chocolate on the nose.
You know what? Do you have another taste? It tastes like a red wine, maybe a sangria almost.
Maybe.
Producer, as a wine drinker, would you like to have a sniff? Get a little wine? Oh, yeah. Oh, the eyes are like those disco kids from the 70s paintings. Which, by the way, I just...
Do you have those?
I used to when I was in college. I left them with the house.
How nice of you.
This week, actually, or last, I guess since this is on the internet, I should point the date out. For November 2016, there was a movie about the documentary about the artist who made those.
Okay.
I think it's called Really Big Eyes.
Really Big Eyes, the documentary. Yeah. Someday there may be Beer Dogs, the documentary. Someday maybe. Okay.
All right, it's a buy. We're done. No, this is very nice. I don't know why it's making my nose itch, but
Definitely chocolate, but not a whole lot else. Chocolate on the front. Some veiled thinness on the back end.
it's got a consistency of a malted chocolate milkshake made with real ice cream.
Okay.
This is definitely challenging our taste buds, our noses, our palates in general to describe.
It's not real sweet. I'm going to say that. There's you get you get the hint of chocolate.
Yeah. It's a dark chocolate. It's not a milk chocolate.
You get a hint of chocolate, and not much of a sweetness to it. Not that I would expect that, but after that, the flavor just kind of, it becomes Guinness. After you get done with the chocolate, it becomes Guinness. The producer is saying it's mellow. It's mellow.
It has its base. If we're going to compare this to a Guinness, sorry, this loses.
This loses? You prefer Guinness to this?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Why?
I think this has less of a palette of flavors to it than a Guinness has. I think I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily in love with it.
Right. I'm with you.
But Yeah, look, you hand me 4 of these or 4 Guinness, I'm gonna drink the Guinness, flat out. I mean, for better or worse, that's our baseline for stouts.
Right, that's the reference point.
Yes, and especially if we're bringing them from a bordering country to Ireland. It's not as for double chocolate. It's not as chocolatey as I thought it would be.
Exactly. It is ale with natural chocolate flavor added.
So what? They took like Hershey Quick and like squirted it in.
Yes. Nestle's. It'd be Nestle's Quick. Hershey syrup or Nestle's Quick.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry for
Or
fucking
maybe
up
just,
my.
or maybe just
chocolate.
like ground up some Count Chocula. The original dark beer brewed with real chocolate and natural chocolate flavor, pure luxury. Well, it is kind of luxurious. So, I mean, as far as Young's advertising goes, it is very truthfully advertising. It is, as the producer is, she's either saying "shut up, Scott," or it's very mellow. One of the two.
Or it's a very even keel beer, or it's average, or it's horizontal to the ground.
Or we're dancing in the chairs.
Did you just dab?
I did.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You know what? Why don't we step over to the wall and rate the beers that we have this week?
All right. If we can get our cameraman to follow us over here. In no particular order, I'm just going to, because we had 3 cans and 3 bottles, so we got bottle, can, bottle, can, bottle, can, bottle, can.
Okay. I didn't even think about this earlier. We go down light. Produce that?
How's
Oh,
that?
look at that.
Okay, we got some.
You've got indoor lighting
I
here.
do.
God, when'd your house get electricity?
We have indoor plumbing as well, and flush toilets.
That's good. Maybe the cats can learn how to use
I
that.
don't know.
All right, so I'm going to say generally this is the best 6-pack we've had
Really?
of our 4.
Okay.
Yes, I've
All right.
enjoyed them. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah,
to
please.
Do a rating?
Please, you always do, and I enjoy you going first.
Not being a hoppy fan, I'm going to put that one first. The Bells was.
Okay, wait a second. Is first
This is
near the Organite pyramid?
Yes, we should please explain Organite Pyramid to us.
That dispels a lot of weird stuff. Anyway,
All right, so
including me.
I am making the Edmund Fitzgerald.
So this is
my
good. This
favorite.
is good.
This is the best.
Okay. Edmund Fitzgerald.
Edmund Fitzgerald, clearly the best. I am going to go with the Sierra Nevada Nut Brown. Is it Nut Brown or just Autumn Brown? Okay. The Bells, I'm going to put there, and it's a close one with the Rheingeist. The Young's Double Chocolate I will put here. Mainly, I think it's just too much hops, as little as these hops get. I think with me making this selection, the hop beers are generally going to be on the lower end. I think any of these 4 could be easily switched around.
That's a good point.
But Edmund Fitzgerald and the Sierra Nevada are definitely the top 2 out of this 6-pack. And we didn't have anything that was a complete disaster at all, anything close to it. So there's nothing that is solidly on the low end. What do you think, Scott?
And out of all the 4 6-packs that we've done to date, you're right, this is the first time we've not had a legitimate loser. We've always had a legitimate loser.
Let's do that again, over and over and over again.
Legitimate loser. I would change a few things around because I am a bit more hoppier than you, but I think what I would do is probably, I agree with the Edmund Fitzgerald for you. I would move the Trailhead Pale Ale, number 2, followed by the Tumbler. Now, me not being a wheat beer fan, I'm going to move the wheat beer into the solid 4th place.
Wow.
Followed by double chocolate stout, and unfortunately, again for me, Bell's comes in last place.
I think the important thing is, we could take a whole lot of beers from our previous 6-packs and put them this side of this Bell's.
Sure. Oh yes,
This-
most definitely.
This was not, this is not bad. If you laid this out and said this was my selection, I would be good with this as well. So, our fourth round is 6-packs. Oh, by the way, we should probably discuss the Young's double chocolate. I'm gonna give it a try it if you
Try it.
find it, and if you don't want to try it, don't try it.
I've had worse. You could do worse than the Young's double chocolate stout.
If you need a stout, you don't want to go with Guinness, give it a try. And so this is our 6-pack. This is our fourth 6-pack of our Beer Dogs adventure. We've seen Stan. We've seen Dexter the Cat. We've discussed the fact that we now have a President Trump. We discussed the Edmund Fitzgerald. Talked a little bit about the local culture. Once again, a lot of our beers have come from local Midwest, Cleveland-based
And
site beers, Cincinnati, Michigan.
across the ocean,
Yes. So,
across the ponds, they say.
yeah. So I'm very pleased with what we've done.
We did good work.
Cheerio
Cheerio. We'll see you next time.
at Beer Dogs.
Beer Dog.